Hi everyone, welcome to Self-Care with Meg. My name is Meg and I'll be leading you through your practice. Start to get into a comfortable seat, whether you're sitting on a prop, cross-legged, or kneeling. Get a little bit of movement to help settle in, whether that is rolling out your neck, getting some movement in your spine, doing a twist. And take some open mouth exhales to settle in energetically. Once you're ready for stillness, touch your thumb to your ring finger on each hand, Prithivi Mudra. You can shut down your eyes, bring your focus onto your breath. Make sure that you are pressing down through your sit bones, lifting up through your sternum, and also lifting up through the back of your neck so that your spine is both stretching long and keeping its natural curve. We'll take a 3-part breath today. Inhaling into the belly, pause. Inhale into the chest, pause. Exhale fully. And it's more about the sensation of the breath, really letting your belly relax, those muscles relax. You can take that deep diaphragmatic breath. Then feeling your chest expand, your chest rise, getting into your full lung capacity. And then exhale fully, pressing out all of the stale air. So you can start whenever you're ready. Inhale into your belly. Pause, inhale into your chest. Pause, exhale. Keep that going on your own. And this mudra that we are holding is an earth mudra associated with the element of earth. It is grounding, centering, and is used to help focus. And our world right now is full of distractions. We have a ton of options in all of the areas of our life, whether that is careers, right? Starting your own business, working for another company, switching careers. So there's lots of good options. In your relationships, I know in Austin there's a bazillion cool people and infinite ability to build friendships or partnerships. And not to mention your hobbies, right? The things that you're just interested in. There are so many fun things to get into. But that great variety often creates great anxiety. We tend to get overwhelmed rather than enjoying that big of a selection and so many options. And we're still limited by the amount of energy that we have, the amount of hours in a day, the amount of free time that we have. So at some point, we need to choose. And that overwhelm that we get from having so many options, not just, choosing a career path, but in your everyday life, what should I do today? How should I spend my time right now? That overwhelm can cause us to give up and not do anything, right? I think that we've all had that moment of, having a ton of things that we could be doing, whether it's chores or things that really do need to get done, or, trying to pursue something greater. And we end up just sitting on the couch or taking a nap or wasting time because we can't decide where to start. So we come back to our practice. We sit, we focus, we get grounded, and we meet ourselves as we are. And in that stillness and self-study, we can figure out who we are and actually be able to choose something that resonates with who I am right now, with my core values, with my beliefs, with what I want to be doing with my life. And in Stoicism, we talk a lot about discipline, and I think that that word can be a little scary or seem boring because it's perceived as militant, as having to make a strict schedule and sticking to it every single day, no matter what. And while that is actually a pretty great thing, having a distinct, determined schedule, discipline is a way to become more fully yourself. Because when you clear out the noise, when you say no to the things that aren't really resonating with you, that are extra, you can put more energy and attention on what is resonating with you, on what is supporting you as a person, on what is on the path that you would like to actually walk down. And that paring down is an elegant way to live, not a militant way to live or an oppressive way to live. So take another full breath cycle as you are. Inhale belly, inhale chest, exhale. And when you're finished, you can wiggle out your fingers, come back to your natural breath, come off any props that you might be sitting on, and we're going to come into left leg straight, right foot pulled in so your toes are about in line with your knee. If it's uncomfortable to suck your leg in that close, all the way to your heel being in line with your knee is just fine. So pull that in, lace your hands over your shin, pull it in towards you, helping you to sit up tall. Bring the shoulders back and down, lengthen through your neck. Feel that compression and then press out through your left heel. Release your right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right leg or wrap your arm around your leg. Hand will come down by your hip, pulling that leg in towards you to help you twist. Bring your left rib cage towards the inner thigh. Keep rotating your right shoulder behind you. Press down through your sit bones and bring the twist into your cervical spine. Keep some activation through the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, release and counter twist. Both hands plant over to the left side, little bend in the elbows. And reach your right arm out towards the front of the mat, bringing your armpit towards your knee. Wrap your arm around your shin. Right hand can land on your right hip. This might be where you stay with the left hand on the ground, or bring your left hand behind your back. Take the bind, press your arm into your shin to pull your chest forward. Breathe into the effort. Inhale. Exhale to release. Arms come up and let your right knee open wide. Stay for a breath in. Breath out to fold over your extended leg. You can hold on to whatever is accessible. Keep extending through the spine, feeling the left thigh bone plug back into the socket. Inhale to roll yourself back up. And plant your hands on the mat behind you. Walk your feet about as wide as the mat, knees are bent. Then wash your knees right and left. Trying to touch both knees to the ground. And come back through center. Right leg will extend this time. There we go. Left foot pulls in, toes about in line with the knee. Lace your fingers over your shin, pull it back towards you, sit up tall. Extending through your spine, lifting from the base of the skull. Left hand plants behind you, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, elbow to the outside of your leg. Or again, you can hug that leg to twist. Keep using your back arm like a second spine, helping you to sit taller. Inhale. Exhale, counter twist. Plant both hands over on the other side. Then reach your left arm forward. Lean forward to get your armpit as close to your shin as possible. Wrap your arm around, either resting that left hand on your hip, right hand on the ground, or right hand tucks behind your back, clasping hands taking the bind. Right heel kicks out, sternum pulls forward. Unbind your hands, let your left knee open up, arms come up, inhale, exhale to fold. Breathe into that length along the back line of your leg. Inhale to come back up. Plant your hands behind you. Stamp both feet on the mat this time, about hip distance apart. Pick your hips up, altar pose. Feel muscle hug to bone all the way up your arms. Inhale. Big exhale. Lower your seat back down to the mat. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, come over into a tabletop, all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrist creases, your hips over your knees, grip the mat. Inhale, belly lowers. Just forward, tailbone up. Exhale, press the ground away, round spine. Spread your shoulder blades across your back. And keep that going on your own, cat and cow. Moving with the wave of your breath. And taking a variety of movement, allowing yourself to explore, to follow sensation, to shake out or warm up wherever you need. Having a little yogi freestyle. All right, so then come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands about 1 hand length distance forward. Shift your shoulders forward over your fingers. Bend your elbows straight back. Lower down with chest and chin. Keep your hips lifted. Let the sternum get heavy. Rest against the mat. Elbows keep squeezing towards each other. Inhale, Cobra. Slide forward onto your belly. Lengthen out in your legs, elbows keep squeezing back, lift up in your chest with little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, roll back down. Again like that, inhale to lift. Feel the strength of your spine, engage in your glutes, engage in your legs. Exhale, roll back down. One more time, inhale to lift. Exhale, forward and down. Right cheek to the mat. Bring your right arm straight out to the right, palm on the ground. Step your left foot behind you, wishbone pose. Breathe into the space across your chest. Breathing underneath your collarbone. Letting your head be heavy. If you need to put a blanket or a block underneath your head to create more space, you're welcome to do that. Inhale. Exhale, roll back onto your belly. Slide your hands just beneath your shoulders. Elbows squeeze back. Again, inhale, Cobra. Lift from the back of your neck, the back of your head. Exhale to lower. Forehead taps down. Again, inhale to lift. Little to no weight in your hands. You can even just touch down with fingertips. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left cheek to the mat this time. Left arm straight out to the left. Step your right foot behind you. And you can really let that right knee open up. Sometimes if I press the knee back a little bit, I'll get a nice pop in my back. And then breathe right behind the uppermost rib into your intercostal muscles. Stay for another inhale. Exhale, roll back onto your belly. Walk your hands right underneath the heads of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees, engaging your legs. Elbows kiss back. Press straight up. High plank. And float your right leg up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Squeeze it up underneath you. Keep your right heel lifted. So really pick the foot up towards the ceiling. Hold here for just 4, 3, 2, three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Bend into that knee and open your hips. You can shake out your leg if you want to. You can also stay static here. Just stacking the pelvis, getting some opening in your quad and your hip flexor. Inhale, re-extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chest and step between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Come up. Anjaneyasana. Stamp into both feet, lace your fingers together, flip the palms to face the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your right. Keep your right knee over your ankle, leaning back through the upper body, opening through your armpits. Inhale to come back up through center. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step forward to fold. Ragdoll as you arrive. Take the arm variation of your choice. You can cup your heels. You can grab for opposite elbows behind your legs, let your arms dangle. Take some other bind. Release any bind. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Unraveling your spine and pressing the sternum up as you lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Lift your left knee up. One-legged Tadasana. To figure 4. Cross your ankle over your thigh. Sit down and back. Keep flexing your left toes back towards your knee. Chest stays lifted. Shoulders squeeze back. And press your ankle into your leg to create that opposing force and stability. Then separate the palms, integration mudra. Fingertips stay touching. Left elbow towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow to left foot. Take it slow. Land your elbow and then stack the arms. Keeping your shoulders out of your ears, feeling extension on both sides of your neck. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Come back up. Exhale, standing splits. Hands to the ground. Left leg stays lifted. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Ground your back heel. And toe heel your right foot a little wider. Warrior 1. Come up. Driving through your back heel, hips face the front of the space. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Lace your hands behind your back. Inhale, chest up. Exhale to fold, humble warrior. Moving your rib cage forward and then down. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, plant your hands down to the inside of your foot. Skandasana to the back of the mat. You can walk yourself there. Hands can stay on the ground. Externally rotate the right leg, toes point up. Then maybe hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale to switch sides. Right knee bends, left leg straightens out. Left toes point up. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands back to the front of the mat. Rotate forward to a low lunge. Step back, high plank. To downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes, tuck your chin, wave the spine forward. Head comes up last. And lower your knees down to the mat. Elbows squeeze back, chin and chest come down. Hips stay lifted. Finding that inchworm shape. Slide forward onto your belly, right into Cobra. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Focusing on that engagement through your legs. Inhale one more time up. Exhale, right cheek to the mat. Right arm straight out to the right, or you can have a 90-degree bend in your arm. Wishbone pose. Step your left foot behind you. Inhale. Exhale, roll back onto your belly. Right hand comes underneath your shoulder. Inhale, Cobra. Peel up. Exhale, forward and down. Twice more, moving like a wave. Breath in to breath out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left cheek to the mat. Left arm out to the left, or again, 90-degree bend in that elbow. Step your right foot behind you. Soften in your jaw, soften in your face. One more breath in. Breath out rolls you back onto your belly. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, press up. High plank. Float the left toes off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Keep your foot lifted. We'll be here for just 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 3-legged dog. Left leg up, and then bend your knee. Let the hips fall open. Keep pressing into both hands. Reach that foot behind you. Then leg comes up. Breath in. Exhale, step between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Work your way up, Anjaneyasana. And if you ever need to pick your foot up and move it forward, so if it gets stuck sort of back here, you can manually move it forward. You can also just scooch up with your toes. Lace your fingers together, flip the palms. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. Stamping hard into both feet. An extension in the spine and then a bend over. So staying lifted, staying long. Inhale, both arms back up, separate the hands. Exhale, plant your hands down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, come all the way up. Standing to your full height and pulling the palms through midline. Create structure off of or in your chest by pressing the palms together. Right knee comes up, one-legged Tadasana to figure 4. Sitting down and back. Broad in your collarbones, strong in your spine. Then press your fingertips together, separate the palms. Ooh, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's storming outside. It's wonderful. All right, right elbow up, inhale. Exhale, right elbow to your right foot. And stack the forearms. Use that press of the elbow into your foot to rotate your right rib cage underneath you. Love stormy weather. It's the best for yoga and sleeping and most other things, really. All right, one-legged Tadasana. Take your time to unwind. Coming all the way back up to standing splits, hands to the ground. Kicking that right leg high, and you can always take a hold of your ankle to help pull your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot will step to the back of your mat. Ground your right heel, toe heel that left foot open a little farther. Then come up, warrior one. I like to get a little more space between my feet in warrior one so that my hips don't start to open up and my heel doesn't come off the mat. Helps us sort of keep everything square. Inhale, exhale, cactus arms. Lace your hands. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, humble warrior. Ooh, just got a little pop in my shoulder. Wonder if you could hear that. I always wonder what my microphone picks up. When shoulders come up off of your ears, your neck relax. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, plant your hands down to the inside of your foot. Walk yourself back, Skandasana. Bend into your right knee. Now, option here. You can stay with hands on the ground or hands to heart center, or drop your right arm towards your inner thigh. Take the bind. Wrap your right arm around your shin, left arm around your back, clasp hands. Inhale. Exhale to shift, releasing that bind. Coming forward, bending into your left knee. Then again, you can stay here or back of the arm to the inner thigh. Wrap around to take the bind. And one side might be more accessible than the other. Just be aware and do what works in your body. Don't force it. Inhale. Exhale to release. Plant both hands at the top of the mat. Low lunge. Step back. High plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Spike the heels. Tuck your chin as you roll forward. High plank. Lower your knees down to the mat. Child's pose. Shift your hips back. Let your forehead rest down. Let everything settle. Slow down your breath. Feel your heart beat. Feel your ribs expanding out into your legs. Downward facing dog. Move your hips up and back. You can pedal out your feet first, four-legged Adho Mukha Svanasana of this class, of this sequence. So settle in. Move around, figure it out. And then come back to stillness. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Shift forward. Inhale, leg up and back. Again, exhale, right knee to left elbow. One more time, inhale. Exhale. To fallen triangle, kick your right leg out to the side, back heel to the ground, left arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand back down, three-legged dog. Kick that right leg high, then step between your hands. Press into your back toes. Long line pyramid, just for a beat. Lengthen out your front leg, bow. And bend back into your front knee. Come all the way up. High crescent lunge. Draw your hands down to midline. Palms press. Inhale to tip forward. Exhale, twist right. So your left elbow will come to the outside of your right leg. Once you're there, press your leg back into your arm into your leg, so rotate more. Sternum towards your thumbs, press up hard on the back thigh. And breathe into your twist, deep breathing in the twist. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, one-legged Tadasana. Step up. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale. Exhale, curtsy. Left knee behind the right. Stepping the left toes off to the side. And then arms come back up. Stay low in your hips. Lace your fingers together. Flip the palms. Side bend to your right. Chair pose. Step your feet together. Separate your hands. Pretty sure you could hear that one. All right, inhale. Exhale, diver's pose. Sweep the arms back long in your legs. Lift the heels. Feel like you're lifting your tailbone, trying to point it towards the ceiling. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, divers. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, reach your arms forward. Keep sitting lower, keep sitting lower. Come all the way onto your Uttanasana, boat pose. Finding your balance on your sit bones. Legs can be extended, shins can be parallel to the ground. Either way, inhale. Exhale, low boat. Inhale to come back up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Amazing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep it going on your own. Moving with your breath. We'll be here for just 8, 7, 6. Keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down, low boat. Extend your arms behind you. Expand to your full length. Inhale. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up and down. We're going to meet in a forward fold. Take your time. You can rock right over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Ground the heel. Cartwheel your arms open. Warrior 2. Relax your shoulders. Reach out front and back. Tailbone into your body. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, lengthen out your front leg. Reach forward, Trikonasana. Stay long in both sides of your waist. Push the tailbone towards the back of the room. Then take the half bind, either resting your left hand on your lower back or reaching around to your front thigh. Use that to help open your chest more and look towards the front of the space. Inhale. Exhale, half bound, half moon. There we go. And it can be helpful to have a block underneath your hand here. And if you do have a block, make sure it's out in front of your foot, not back in line with your foot. Just getting that stack of the shoulders can be helpful to balance. Keep using your glute minimus, glute medius, TFL, all those muscles to lift the outside of the leg. And then if you're feeling real zesty today, you can bend that left knee. Reach your right hand back for your left foot. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. Taking the double bind. Finding one place of focus. Make sure you're still breathing. Inhale. Exhale, release, and step back. Warrior two. To star pose. Turn the toes in slightly. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure the pinky edges of the feet are parallel. Exhale, bend into your left knee, lateral lunge. Hands can stay on the ground. You can bring your hands onto your lower back, arms out like wings, either way. Come through center and bend into your right knee. Inhale through center, exhale back. Keep that going, moving with breath, shifting back and forth, and if one side or the other feels really therapeutic, you can get a little pulse there, get a little bit more movement. You can always linger if something is feeling interesting. All right, make your way back through center after you even out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Side plank. Left hand plants. Come onto the knife edge of your back foot, and you can grab the right foot and extend. I don't really have this one very well, but lots of leg options here in Vashisthasana. Either step your foot onto your inner thigh for a tree variation. You can just float the leg. I've been playing with grounding the top leg and then kicking the bottom leg out in front of me. Another option. And when you're ready, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come back over and take your flow. Lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale is downward facing dog. Taking your time, moving through that. Deep breath in, big breath out. All right, other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Squeeze it in. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And kick that leg out to the side. Fallen triangle. Right arm lifts. And circle it back down to the mat. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step between your hands. Stabilize in your legs before you come up. High crescent lunge. Settle into your front knee. Then bring your hands down in front of your chest. Proud across the chest. Tip forward. Exhale to twist, elbow to the outside of your leg. Strong back thigh, picking your right hip up in line with the left. So you're not letting that right hip drop. Inhale, high crescent lunge, come back up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Forgot this on this side, so we're gonna do it. Scissor the inner thighs together. And come back up, high crescent lunge to one-legged Tadasana. Let the shoulders relax out of the ears. Inhale. Exhale, curtsy, right knee behind the left. Sweep the arms back, sit low. And when I curtsy, the knees are stacked and my right foot is really stepping out to the side, creating a wide base. My feet are not close together here. So you can really rest into the knees. My right knee is pressing into my left calf. Hands up, lace the fingers, flip the palms, side bend over to the left. Chair pose, step your feet together. Inhale. Exhale, divers. Arms sweep back. Chest charges forward, lift through the triceps, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, chair. Shoulders stay soft out of the ears. You can take as wide of a breath with your arms as you need. Exhale, divers. Inhale, chair. Last time, exhale, divers. Inhale, chair pose. And then reach your arms out in front of you. Take your time coming all the way down. Draw your knees into your chest this time. Give yourself a squeeze. All right, and really squeeze the thighs in. Glue the legs together. And then pick your head up off the mat, look forward. Shoulders roll up off the mat. Keep everything contained, reach forward. We're gonna take small movements here. Hips move over to the right, shoulders over to the left. Keep it going. All the way in a circle. This lovely person called Leilani taught me this, and she would challenge me to do it for as many minutes in a row as possible. Once you get back to the front, go the other way. After like 3 minutes, I die. I call it the June bug because I feel like a beetle stuck on my back. I don't know actually what she called it. All right, again, once you're back to the front of the mat, draw your knees in, rock and roll bigger, and forward fold. Let it go, shake out your head, shake out your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back. Warrior two. Pivot the back heel down, lead with the right arm as you unwind. Settling into your front knee, flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle, Trikonasana. Reach forward, 2 long legs, press hard through your back foot, and then stack. And if you feel like you're really rainbowing the ribs, maybe come up a little higher. So you can keep length in your spine. And if you feel like you're pitching forward, try and lean your shoulders back like you're leaning them into a wall behind you. So tailbone into your body, pubic bone lifted towards your ribs, and then lowest set of ribs into your body. So you're really zipped up. Half bind, reaching behind your back, taking the variation of your choice. Look forward, half bound, half moon. Step up onto the left leg. Externally rotate the right foot. And then again, if you're feeling wild and want to explore here, bend your right knee, left hand to your right foot. Maybe it's back there, maybe it's not. Soften your face, keep lifting that right knee, even if you're taking the bind. Use those outer hip muscles. Inhale. Exhale to release and step back. Whoop. Warrior two. Still slide sometimes. All right, star pose. Inhale. Exhale, Prasarita. Fold. Relax your head. Press your feet away from each other. Any bind or variation that you want to take here, you're welcome to get it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Left leg stays straight. Lateral lunge. Inhale back through center. Exhale, other side. Just one more time through. Inhale, center. Exhale, right knee bends. Inhale, center. Exhale, left knee bends. Come back through center, halfway lift. And walk your hands to the front of the mat, low lunge, to side plank. You can pivot your foot into any sort of variation here. And if you need to step back and take a wild thing, that's also an option. Play with it here for another breath in, breath out, both hands down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your flow. Lowering halfway or all the way down. Inhale, heart opener of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Catch your breath, deep breath in. Let something out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. Draw your shin down across the top of the mat. Extend the back leg and fold forward. And if this variation doesn't work for you, option to use a prop underneath your hip. If you're using a bolster, make sure that your shin is in front of that bolster so it can still come towards the ground. Still not working, you can take the version on your back, crossing your right leg or your right ankle over your left thigh for the supine figure 4. Set yourself up, slow everything down. Allow yourself to transition into a longer hold. And I try and stay childlike in a lot of ways. In Zen, we would say the beginner's mind. You might say staying open, tapping into your imagination and your creativity, seeing things with fresh eyes. But one of the defining features of babies and children is infinite potential, right? That fresh human could be anybody. And as we become adults, we trade that infinite potential for choosing to be somebody, for choosing a path and developing a personality and maybe a career and a relationship, or many relationships. And in that choosing, we exit infinite potential for really developing something, for building something. And I don't think that that is a loss. I think that honoring yourself, being supportive of who you are, and allowing the different facets of your life to also support that person requires choice, requires choosing. And I think it's less about giving up those other potential paths and more about focusing on who you really are. All right, come back up onto your hands. If you have any props, slide them out from underneath you and lower your right hip down to the mat. Circle your left leg all the way around till it crosses over your knee. Then you'll pull your right heel in towards your hip. So your left foot is planted, both sit bones are on the ground. Left hand behind you, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist, elbow to the outside of your leg. Look over your shoulder. Stay for a breath in. Breath out to release. Plant your hands behind you so that you can extend your right leg, keeping that foot crossed over your ankle, or over your, what is this? Your knee. Right hand plants on the ground. For a little bit. Okay, and take your left arm up, move it around your left leg, reaching for your right foot. And you'll turn your thumb down to grab the outside of your right foot. If you can't reach all the way to your foot, you can hold on to your ankle, you can hold on to your calf. Once you have that grip, Lean weight into your right hand and your left foot. Lean over, lean over, lean over. Press hard. Lift your hip up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale to lower back down. And uncross. Extend your legs out in front of you. Press into your hands, lift your hips, point your toes. Reverse plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower back down. And cross your ankles, plant your hands. Step back to downward facing dog on an exhale. And if you need to move through another flow, another chaturanga, you're welcome to do it. If not, hang out here for a moment in down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee towards your wrist, shin across the top of the mat. Right leg back. And again, variation of your choice here. If you need to get the supine variation, get it. If you need a prop, get it. And then settle in, you can fold forward. And if you're up on your forearms, try and get something underneath your head. I'm like this because it's easier to talk at the same time, but try and be as relaxed in your upper body as possible. And I love having an imagination. I love creativity. I love storytelling. I love fantasy. But our powerful imaginations also allow us to catastrophize, to think out into this potential future and think of all the things that could go wrong. We could try and start a relationship with someone and get heartbroken. We could try and start a business or change careers and it could blow up in our face. You could go camping and get eaten by a bear. There's tons of things that could happen, I suppose, that are very bad, but also probably not. And is it worth not doing the thing just because maybe something will go wrong? The suffering that we can create in our imagination is so much greater than is likely to actually happen. And that's really the crux of anxiety, right? We think of all of the potential bad outcomes, we worry about it, we mull over it, and we create all of this mental suffering, all this fictional suffering that we feel very really, and it shows up in our body, and it has an effect on our mind, and it has an effect on our health. But none of those things actually happened. And the only way you can find out what will happen is by doing something, by choosing something. And again, we come back to our practice. We work on being able to focus our mind, choosing our thoughts, and choosing to not think of the worst case scenario. Start to come back up onto your hands. Get rid of any prop. If you're supine, come back up. And then left hip to the mat, right leg circles all the way around. Pull your left heel in towards your hip. Right hand plants behind you, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, twist. And arm variation can be whatever works for you. I like hand over the heart. Chest. Keeping both shoulders out of your ears, pressing down through both sit bones. You can rotate your chin all the way over your back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release, and plant your hands behind you. So you can extend through your left leg. All right, then left hand plants by your hip, right arm up, moving it all the way across the leg so you can reach out and grab the outside of your left foot. Once you're there, start to lean your weight over to the side, into the right foot, into the left hand, pressing down into the mat to lift your hips up. I think this is called grasshopper pose or a variation thereof. Inhale. Exhale, lower your seat back down. Unwind and come all the way onto your back. Full body stretch once you get there. And then arms by your side, set up for bridge pose. Option here for supported bridge pose. If you are done with the strength options, you can grab a block. Either way, arms by your sides, press your hips up first. Inner thighs engage towards each other. And then if you want to take the supported variation, you can send a block underneath your hips at any height. Doesn't matter what height, whatever's comfortable. Or stay engaged, pressing down through the backs of your arms. Thigh bones are parallel, feet pressed down and forward. If you're taking the active variation, keep the glutes engaged, keep picking up your pelvis. And if you're taking the supported variation, you can also walk your legs out and let your feet flop out to the sides. Wherever you're at, take another full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your feet back onto the mat if they're extended. Take any props out from underneath you and roll your spine back down. Bring your arms out to a T and let both knees flop over to the right. Supine twist. Keep it gentle. Inhale, legs come back through center. Exhale, take them over to the other side. Inhale, take your legs back through center. If you have another finishing posture that you want, a happy baby, a plow pose, a full wheel, whatever you need, go ahead and get it. And then take your time setting up for Savasana. Take the next 3 to 5 breaths to make your way there. You can open and close your mouth, relax your jaw, snuggle your shoulder blades onto your back ribs. Let your head and neck relax. Soften in your face and your eyes. And then let go of any effort, any need to do. So you can let go of all of those options and choose to be here in stillness. If you have the time and the space to stay for longer, please do. If you're ready to move on with your day, get a little wiggle of the fingers and toes. Draw in a breath to your belly, to your chest. Exhale. And take any other good morning movement that you need before you come up to a seat. As you arrive, hold the spine long, lift from the base of the skull, lengthen the back of the neck. You can bring your hands back to Prithvi Mudra. Thumb touches the tip of the ring finger. Settle your shoulders down, lift up through the crown of your head. May our time spent in practice help us to focus, to tap into our core, to our center, getting to know ourselves better, and through that knowledge, help to illuminate the path in front of us. Deep breath in together. Let something out. Thank you for spending time on your mat today, for choosing to show up for yourself, to work with your body, work with your mind, work with your focus, and showing up as a part of the greater yoga community. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I hope that you can hear and are enjoying the storm as much as I am. If you can't hear it, I'll share an app that I use that you can make your own storm sounds with. They have a million different, not a million, but a lot of different sounds. You can combine them all together to make a rainstorm or camping sounds or really whatever you want. But I will definitely share that. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. And until next time, I hope you can let something go.